Right, I've arrived. Now what? Stepping out of the airport and into Japan is a peculiar sensation. It's a bit like arriving on a different planet, but one where they've thoughtfully prepared everything just for you. The air itself seems different, cleaner somehow. You immediately get the sense that things here just work. There's no shouting, no frantic rushing about, just a calm, orderly procession of people moving with a quiet purpose. It's all a bit disorienting, frankly. You half expect a welcoming robot to offer you a cup of tea, and you wouldn't be entirely surprised if one did. This is the feeling that washes over you, a gentle wave of bewilderment mixed with a deep sense of intrigue. My first real encounter with this future shock was simply trying to navigate the train station. Everything is illuminated, with signs that seem to anticipate your every question before you've even thought of it. People queue with a precision that would make a drill sergeant weep with joy. It's a beautifully orchestrated ballet of public transport, and I was just a clumsy tourist trying not to trip over my own feet. Let's talk about the trains, specifically the Shinkansen, or bullet train. It's not just a fast train, it's a statement. It's Japan saying, "We need to get from here to there, so let's do it with astonishing speed, punctuality, and comfort." Riding one feels less like public transport, and more like being gently propelled through the landscape in a very comfortable armchair. You sip your canned coffee, watch the countryside blur into a green streak, and realize that this is what travel is supposed to feel like. Then there are the toilets. One simply cannot discuss modern Japan without mentioning the toilets. They are marvels of engineering, thrones of bewildering complexity. A panel of buttons beside you offers a range of functions you never knew you needed. Heated seats, various washing and drying functions, even a sound effect to mask any embarrassing noises. It's a slightly intimidating experience at first, like being asked to pilot a small spacecraft. But once you've figured it out, you wonder how you ever managed without one. Robots are another thing entirely. They aren't just in factories, they're beginning to pop up in everyday life. You might be checked into your hotel by a robotic dinosaur, which is an experience I can heartily recommend. And you can buy almost anything from a vending machine. Hot coffee in a can, cold green tea, hot meals like ramen or fried chicken, umbrellas, neckties, and even fresh eggs. The convenience is staggering. One of the most captivating things about Japan is the way it lives in several centuries at once. You can be walking through a district like Akihabara in Tokyo, a dazzling cathedral of neon lights, electronic shops, and anime culture, feeling like you've been dropped into the year 2099. The sheer density of technology, sound, and visual information is staggering. It's a place that celebrates the new with an almost religious fervor. Every screen is brighter, every gadget is newer, and the energy is electric. Then you can turn a corner, walk for 10 minutes, and find yourself in a place like Yanaka. Suddenly, the neon vanishes, replaced by the quiet dignity of old wooden houses, small family-run shops selling handmade rice crackers, and a beautifully preserved Buddhist temple. The pace of life slows to a gentle stroll. You can hear birdsong and the distant chime of a temple bell. It feels as though you've stepped through a time portal back to a more serene, traditional Japan. This juxtaposition isn't jarring, it's harmonious. In Kyoto, you might see a woman in an elegant, traditional kimono gracefully tapping away on the latest smartphone while waiting for a bus. Or you'll find an ancient shrine, its wooden gates weathered by centuries, perfectly framed by a backdrop of sleek, contemporary architecture. This isn't a culture in conflict with itself. Rather, it has mastered the art of integration. There's an astonishing level of cleanliness in Japanese cities that is difficult to comprehend until you experience it. The streets are spotless, the trains are immaculate, and honestly, the most baffling part of it all is the complete absence of public rubbish bins. The logic is simple. You take your rubbish home with you. This isn't a rule enforced by fines or stern policemen. It's just what people do. It's a collective responsibility, an unspoken social contract that everyone seems to have signed and willingly adheres to. This sense of order extends to personal safety. Japan is famously one of the safest countries in the world. You can see people leaving their laptops on a cafe table to reserve their spot while they order, or a handbag left unattended on a train seat. You can wander through a sprawling metropolis like Tokyo late at night without a flicker of concern. allowing you to explore and enjoy the city with a freedom that is rare in other parts of the world. This harmony is built on a foundation of politeness and consideration for others. It's in the way people automatically form neat queues for everything, from the bus to a popular ramen shop. It's the constant bowing, a simple gesture of respect that oils the wheels of every social interaction. This isn't just about being nice, it's about the concept of social harmony. It's the idea that the group's well-being is paramount and individual actions should always consider their impact on others. This collective spirit creates a society that functions with incredible smoothness. Beyond the shiny gadgets and social order, Japan is also looking towards a more sustainable future. Cities are investing heavily in green technologies, with solar panels becoming a more common sight on rooftops. The silent glide of electric and hybrid cars through the city streets is a constant reminder of a commitment to reducing noise and air pollution. It's a practical, engineering-led approach to solving some of the world's biggest challenges. This eco-consciousness is also deeply rooted in traditional values. Take the concept of mottainai, which is a deep-seated regret concerning waste. It's why food is presented so beautifully and with such care, why items are repaired rather than discarded, and why the intricate system of recycling is taken so seriously. This blend of ancient wisdom and modern necessity is creating a unique model for sustainability. One moment you're paying for a coffee with your watch in a minimalist cafe, and the next, you're watching a craftsman patiently mending a paper screen using techniques passed down for generations. This forward-thinking mindset is perhaps Japan's greatest export. It's a country that constantly asks, how can we make this better, more efficient, more pleasant, and more sustainable? This relentless drive for improvement, or kaizen, applies to everything from manufacturing cars to serving a bowl of noodles. They are not just building the future, they are beta testing it for the rest of us, working out the kinks with quiet determination and an incredible eye for detail. Ultimately, a journey to Japan feels like a journey into a possible future. It's a place where technology serves humanity, where respect for others creates a safe and harmonious society, and where progress is thoughtfully balanced with tradition and a concern for the planet. It leaves you with a profound sense of optimism. It shows you that a world that is both highly advanced and deeply human is not just a fantasy. Japan is a land of everyday wonder, a place that inspires you to look at your own world and wonder, quite simply, if we couldn't all be doing things just a little bit better.